our lovely bald man is back. And yes, you guessed it, this is his 183,763rd movie where he is just minding his own business, practically retired, probably trying to enjoy a quiet cup of chamomile tea, and then some poor, mathematically illiterate gang decides to come for him, forcing him to casually save people's lives while rearranging human anatomy. Oh shit, here we go again. I mean, seriously guys, are we not exhausted? The man has fought megalodons. He has fought the entire Fast and Furious cast. He has defended bees, freaking bees, and now we are tossing him onto a cargo ship to fight an international conspiracy. Look, at this point, the Jason Statham cinematic universe is just a social experiment to see how many different vehicles and professions we can put this man in before he just turns to the camera and says, "Mate, I'm tired." But are we going to watch it? Are we going to throw our money at the screen like absolute monkeys craving dopamine? Absolutely yes. We are physically incapable of resisting a movie where a guy with a chrome dome head kicks a heavily armed mercenary in the throat. Let us dive right into the absolute fever dream that is the first trailer, Scene by Chaotic Scene, because whoever edited this clearly drank 3 cans of expired Red Bull before touching the keyboard. Trailer 1. We open with the classic, cliche-ridden intel check on our protagonist, Cole Reed. Rapid typing, red classified stamps, the works. He's a former London cop with a dark, tragic past filled with grit, trauma, and an incident that forced him out of the UK, of course. He can't just be a guy who got mad at IKEA. Then, the plot hits. His billionaire boss gets murdered, and the villains frame Cole. What kind of room temperature IQ, single-celled organism looks at Jason Statham, a man who walks like he chews gravel and spits bullets, and thinks, you know who'd make a great fall guy? The human bulldozer. You might as well poke a sleeping grizzly with a toothpick. Seeking justice, Cole boards a massive cargo ship. Why? Because fighting on stable ground is too easy. He needs seasickness and rusting metal. From there, the trailer devolves into pure madness. He's snapping arms like dry spaghetti, treating adversaries like video game NPCs. The trailer peaks with a terrified guy sobbing on a distress call. It's just one bald guy. He threw Gary into a shipping container. His one-man war has begun. Trailer 2. If Trailer 1 was unhinged, Trailer 2 drives straight off a cliff into a volcano. Cole monologues about his physical toughness, casually comparing his past experiences to wrestling alligators and whales. Visualize Jason Statham putting a blue whale in a chokehold. The sheer disrespect to marine biology is staggering, and I love every second of it. When Statham says he wrestles whales, you just nod and ask if the whale is okay. Emergency calls echo over fast cuts of bad guys getting obliterated by wrenches, ropes, and suspiciously placed crowbars. Cole asserts total dominance, warning adversaries they'll be forced to bow before he shatters their kneecaps. It's the ultimate alpha male fantasy wrapped in a 2-minute clip. So, what are we expecting from Mutiny? Let's look at the facts. The director is Jean-Francois Richet. This is the guy who gave us Plane with Gerard Butler. Do you see the pattern here? Richet has a weird, beautiful fetish for trapping aging, indestructible action stars in massive vehicles and making them fight an army of nameless goons. He did it with an airplane. Now he's doing it with a boat. If they make a sequel, Statham is going to be fighting terrorists on a bullet train, or a blimp, or maybe a really large tractor. Based on Statham's recent cinematic history, The Beekeeper, Meg 2, Hobbs and Shaw, we can make a few guaranteed predictions. First, Jason Statham will not sustain a single realistic injury. A grenade could go off in his pocket, and he will just walk out of the smoke dusting off his perfectly tailored jacket, maybe with a tiny smudge of dirt on his cheek, just to show he's working hard. Second, the main villain will be a guy in a very expensive, very European suit who sits in a control room, looking at camera feeds, screaming, "Why can't you kill one man?" while he sips espresso. Third, there will be a moment where Statham uses the environment in a way that defies the laws of physics. Since they are on a cargo ship, I fully expect him to drop a crane holding 40 tons of Chinese electronics directly onto a bad guy's head, all while delivering a deadpan one-liner about, heavy lifting. Richet's artistic direction is not about nuance. It's not about deep, thought-provoking cinema that makes you question the human condition. It is about momentum. It's about gritty, visceral, bone-crunching choreography where the camera shakes just enough to make you feel the impact, but not enough to hide the fact that Statham is doing his own stunts. Richet knows exactly what his audience wants. Zero boring dialogue, maximum throat-punching, and a plot that serves only as a very thin excuse to move from one fight scene to the next. In conclusion, Mutiny is going to be an absolute train wreck of logic and a masterpiece of entertainment. The script probably has more fight directions than actual spoken words. The entire concept of an international conspiracy will be resolved by one angry British guy punching the CEO of the conspiracy in the face. It's the infinity time we are watching this exact movie formula, and I am already standing in line with my popcorn, ready to watch a man who claims to wrestle whales absolutely demolish a boat full of idiots who thought framing him was a solid career move. Put it in my veins.